Yesterday's nomination process took a completely different turn. And honestly, I like the twist this season is bringing at this point because you genuinely never know what to expect. Anyway, let's get into it. So, firstly, as usual, they had their conspiracies, yeah? Big Brother called the housemates one after the other and asked them to pick 4 people in their groups to conspire. And of course, they moved to side B, conspire on who they wanted to save from possible eviction. Nothing unusual there, yeah? So after the conspiracy, Big Brother moved all of them to the lounge for the nomination show itself. So this is when things took a complete different turn. Imagine sitting down and waiting for Big Brother to call you to the diary session, and boom, the door opens and a ninja walks in with a box. So Big Brother introduced envelopes containing blank cards and markers. Then he told the housemates to locate the envelope containing their own name. The instruction was very simple. Write down the names of 2 housemates you'd like to save from possible eviction this week. And this entire process had to be done in complete silence. Of course, it took one spot after the other, sat in different places to do the process. Once they had written the 2 names, they were asked to place back the cards inside the envelopes and return it to the box. But he told them bells could not be saved. So when each housemate's name was called, of course, they proceeded to Big Brother's Ninja to collect the envelope containing their name. Yeah, so they sat, wrote their names, and then returned the envelopes back to the the box. Yeah. So this is where things got interesting. Thinking, oh, maybe the ninjas would take the envelopes back to them and then they sort out the names and tell us who is saved and people that are up for eviction. Settle down. Everybody is seated. And next thing Big Brother says, they will not just go back to the box and pick up the envelopes that had their name written on it. They will stand in front of the TV, in front of the housemate, lift the card up to confirm it is the envelope containing their name, bring out the card, read the 2 names on the card, showing all the housemates as well, and then tell us why they chose to save these people. I'm like, damn, Chakam, what's going on? This is a time to test friendships. Let's see what everybody has been saying during conspiracy hour and behind them, in front of them. It's true. Once they were done with this exercise, they would return the card into the envelopes and then back to the box. And that's exactly how the housemates went, one after the other. And I'm not even going to lie, I was like, Jesus. Because I'm not even gonna lie, like this is about to expose people. People went into the conspiracy room like, oh, I'm saving Shiba, I'm saving this person, I'm saving Nami. Oh, if you have space, please put this person. And then, boy, read your card, girl, read your card. What do you have on it? It's a different name. It wasn't as bad as we thought. It wasn't even as bad as I thought, to be honest. So I'll give you a few instances here. Shiba saved Godessa and Blue. Now I want to think, because first I'm like, Godessa and Temi are your girls. Why are you saving Blue? But the last conspiracy they had, I don't know if it was Blue's own or whoever it was, that group had Godessa, Blue, Shiba, and Chimso. And they said they wanted to save Aiku, but Chimso was like, no, don't save Aiku. You guys should. Shiba was very strategic, right? The way she was saying we have to build an alliance, blah 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 blah, and all of that. And she was sure that Blue would save her anyway. They knew that Chimson would save Blue if it came to the veto power, whatever it is. But she was just hustling that Aiku should be saved. And Chimson was like, no, drop Aiku. I'm going to save Blue because she's my baby. Shiba because Shiba is my guy. So Shiba saved Godessa and Blue. Godessa, of course, saved Shiba and Temi. So I would think Shiba would have saved Godessa and Temi as well. And then I'm just talking about the ones that stood out for me. Tram saved Shiba and Barry. Later, Tram was like, wow, Shiba didn't save him. And it's understandable. When you have lots of friends, this is what plays out. Then I think it was only Abby that saved Nomi. Abby saved Nomi and Aiku. Temi, of course, saved Shiba and Godessa. Now, Godessa saved Shiba and Temi, which is understandable because they're close to her. But then it was as a result of her fight with Araga. To balance it, Araga did not save her, which was good. Because when it came out, I was like, ha, Araga, if you save this girl, let me look for who Araga saved. I think Araga saved Temi Nkem and Yusuf. So I think what got to Sheba was Chimsom when he came up to save Blue and Goddessa. But I think that man is smart. He knew he was going to use his veto power just in case he has to save and replace. If Sheba doesn't pop, he can swap a name and put Sheba there. Or if Sheba is there, he will keep her and then take out someone. I think it was a smart play, but Sheba didn't understand because, hey, they read it aloud, right? And he saved Blue and Goddessa. So that messed her mind up. She's thinking, how is this guy always wanting to show me he's my guy? Yet when it comes to things like this, not after what he said in the conspiracy room, because he literally said I'm saving Blue and Sheba, and here you are putting Blue and Goddessa. That she doesn't really understand it. And I was smiling. Anyway, not to fast forward, yeah? This is where it gets interesting, right? After the whole process, he went to the diary room, of course, to use his veto power play. As the head of house, you have the veto power to influence the nominations. The following housemate has been saved from the house: Sheba, Goddessa, Aiku. However, you can only save one housemate from the list. And he said, I'd like to save Sheba. That's where I knew this man is strategic. He had his game plan. He is smart. At first, I'm like, that's his conscience playing there. Because, he had read the envelope in the open, and Shiba would not like that. So he had to pull that move. But then again, I thought about it. I'm like, nah, Chimson is smart. He knows what he's doing. So Big Brother did not reveal that information. And of course, she'll be shocked to find out on Sunday, which is actually sweet, don't you think? But yeah, like I said, that's why we got the reaction after, showing the way Shiba expressed how she felt about it. I'm glad that many people saved Aiko just because they thought people will not save him. So they feel like he's alone, he doesn't really have people, doesn't really have friends, and they saved him. That was cute. Wow. People even look so skinny, they chop. They say he doesn't know how to cook and he doesn't know how to ask for help. But I think Shiba helped him out yesterday because he also saved Shiba, more like to thank her. And then he saved Kivo. Kivo in return saved him. And like I said, Tram saved Shiba. Shiba did not save Tram. Tram did not save Ricky. Ricky saved Tram. Like, it's just like, what is going on? And Tram, sometimes I feel like, just shut up. Even if you like Cassie, Cassie is out of the house. You're playing this game now. You need people on your side. Stop saying, oh, I like Cassie the most. Boy, rest. You need to survive in this house. So work with people you have in here. Ricky likes you a lot, and there's no time he's not trying to save you. Don't play that game, man. Anyway, so after the veto power play, Chimsom comes out, and as usual, Big Brother would announce the following housemates that are saved, and then the rest are up for eviction. But this is where another twist comes in. Big Brother said, nobody is saved until you're saved on Sunday. So everybody's up for possible eviction. But I'm sure we watching it, we know Shiba is safe, so you don't have to go struggle voting for Shiba. You can, of course, vote for every other person. I know the surprise is going to be sweet on Sunday, like I said. And because we've already seen Shiba's reaction afterward, like I said, she was talking to Goddessa, she didn't really understand what Chimsom was playing at, because she kept trying to decipher what could it be that Big Brother asked him to do. What did they ask him to do? Did they ask him to save and replace? Yes, last week was a completely different twist that they didn't expect, when Abby was asked to put 3 people up from her team. So Shiba was there thinking, what could have been said to him? What was he asked to do? But I mean, it's not your call, girl. You can't know it all. I actually enjoyed seeing that, and I'm glad that at least she is safe, from eviction this week. She's always scared when it comes to eviction. I don't know why. It makes her feel some type of way. I remember the first week or the second week where she felt somehow that she wasn't voted in as most influential. Chimsom didn't deserve it, because that position comes with immunity. And once she's up for possible eviction, she begins to feel some type of way. But anyway, I'm glad that she's safe. So the nominations were not the only thing that happened yesterday. After the nominations, people that asked them to settle down. And then he said, remember, you're not allowed to discuss the nominations. And then he brought up the issue of their prize money, that the house had failed to secure last week's prize money. He said the house failed to secure a portion of its prize money, but that money doesn't just disappear. Instead, that unclaimed portion is automatically added to the most influential prize pot. And of course, the beneficiaries were Chimsom, Soltex, and Abby. They're the people that have won most influential 3 weeks, right? So congratulations to them. I think they shared like 5 million or something. And Abby just went, yeah, just keep breaking the rules. Anyway, you can't blame them now, right? But I'm happy that these people get something, because I feel like in case you get evicted, you have small money if you get to win most influential housemates. See what I mean? That's not bad. But truly, does the winner actually not get 100 million naira in cash? No play, we win our money, oh. Then Big Brother told them that every week presents the house with an opportunity to secure the prize money. However, if the house fails to secure that money, a select few housemates stands to benefit from it. Then came the outstanding payments. They gave them BB Bucks for all their astounding rewards. So from head of house wins the very first week to their various tasks and wagers. Of course, from week one, Chimson received his for winning head of house. Sheba took hers. Nature is out. Abby took hers. And then he said for winning the wager, first week was the gentleman that won, or the second week when they started their thing. Yeah. So he gave all of them. The next one where the whole house won their wager, he gave all of them as well. At this point, Chimson was just collecting money back and forth. They call her Dangote. Like, you are just full. Plenty money. What's going on? Money here, price there, reward here. You're just collecting everything. That's great though. So yeah, that's basically the end of yesterday. But honestly, the nomination was the highlight for me because of how different it was. They went from secretly conspiring in groups about who to save to standing in front of the entire house and publicly reading who they actually chose. Can you imagine that? And the biggest twist of all is that Sheba has been saved, but nobody knows until Sunday. I love it. So who are you saving this week?